Hi, in recent months, I've rediscovered Mighty Max. Mighty Max was a toy I was always fascinated with. As an adult, they came around when I was in my 20s and 30s, so they didn't particularly interest me to buy a lot of them. I think I had one, and I may have had this Yeti set from McDonald's as a free toy. But one thing I've been doing in the last month or so is collecting Mighty Max sets. And this one has always been a fascination because a lot of people malign this set. They call it generally the Yeti. There was no label on it in the McDonald's package. Came out, I believe, in '93. But it's beautifully sculpted. The teeth are really good. The hair, everything is beautiful about the set. About at least the exterior. But people malign it, and I'll show you why in a second. I mean, generally the details and stuff on this right now look very much like the actual sets. And this is made by Bluebird Toys, so it's legitimate. But let me show you why people don't like it so much. I mean, let's face it, that Yeti's not bad. That Yeti would be, I'd proudly display that Yeti in any Mighty Max set. It's perfectly sculpted. The only thing is, of course, you can't remove it. This is a McDonald's toy, you have to realize. This was for kids. You cannot have a McDonald's toy selling a set, whose figures come out and get caught in their throats and that sort of thing. So you have to sell it as a solid toy. So what does this toy do? Well, there's a little rotating nub on the back, and you just rotate it like so. And Mighty Max just runs around the Yeti. I mean, for a figure on a set that you can't really have removable parts, that's not bad. Inside the upper part, you've got some skeletons of what look like to be Yetis, two of them, painted not very well. You got some gold and treasure painted in like a yellowy gold, and there's more details in here than you even can see, but they haven't painted them. There's staircases, there's more details up top, there's more treasure up here. But let's get to the meat of it. You've got this really strange royal blue snow scene with yellow on the top for eyes, because that forms the eyes of the Yeti. And for some reason, the playing surface, where he runs around on, is purple. I mean, come on. But what people complain a lot about is Max. Max is yellow. I mean, completely yellow, except for his eyes, which are really well painted, and the sculpt is better, or it certainly is a legitimate Mighty Max figure sculpt. The hat is green, which is fine. The hats came in various colors. People remember the red one more because it's in the TV series, but let's face it, they come in different colors. And then there's an M on his chest. But the colors, purple, blue. So I took it upon myself to improve this. I often say you can't improve on Mighty Max sets, and I've proven that wrong only twice. But here's what I did. So this is, I made no changes to the outside, except I painted the teeth just a little bit to make them look like, there's some wear to them and stuff. And that's just sort of a beigeish brown color. But here's what I did. I painted the interior to kind of resemble the snow set that the Yeti would be, situated in. So I painted over the blue with a white, so these snow skeletons can now look white, but not stand out too much. I repainted the gold into a more Tester's gold model paint, and then I added some of the treasures down below and some of the treasures up top. There are other details in there I did not paint. And then I spray painted the ugly purple snow setting, mountain setting, into like a turquoise blue or a sky blue, and then I capped the mountain peaks with white paint. And then, because they are eyes, I did re-put yellow back onto the eyes, but under a teal kind of underlay, and then the black eyes. And then I painted the play base a dark teal. I did not touch the Yeti because, as I said, the Yeti was fine. But here's what I did that I think fixes the set. I painted Max. I left his skin the color that it was because it was actually close enough. It wasn't the pinky skin that you get on Mighty Max, but I painted the hair yellow, the t-shirt white, the pants blue, the sneakers white. And I left the face, so the eyes are still those perfect eyes. I painted a rough M on the chest. I could have done a better job. But then I painted the hair yellow, and then I tried painting the green cap red, but it just turned out dark. So I painted it white first, let that dry, and then I painted Max's cap red. I was going to paint a little M on the cap, but I don't think that's necessary. None of the other figures have it. But with just a few touch-ups and paint ideas, I think I've made this set now something more that can more proudly be displayed as a Mighty Max set. How did I do it? Well, It's pretty simple. There are 3 tiny screws and 1 large screw on the bottom. Now these use a 3-point screw, which you can't really, it's not a standard screwdriver, but you can get a set at Lowe's called Cobalt. It's a micro screwdriver set that has 2 sets of toolings, and one of which is a set of 3-point screw heads. This large screw holds down the Yeti and actually holds the revolving plate in place. And then the other 3 holds down the landscape. This is a small gear. That's all it is. It goes up into a gear, and there's a gear teeth all around the play plate. And when you lift all this off, you can take that out, spray paint them, pop them right back in without any difficulty whatsoever, and call this a Mighty Max set. And so, just to show them side by side now, I'm going to show how much improvement can be made with just a few bits of paint. Well, I think I'm going to be doing more Mighty Max videos in the next little while because I'm starting to collect the sets, and I have several of them now, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, I wanted to breathe some new life into this much maligned McDonald's set. Now, McDonald's put out another one in 1995, and I looked at it, and it again has no removable parts, but it does have movable parts, and I'm wondering what to do with that, but I'm not sure yet. It's done in translucent blue and translucent clear plastic, so we shall see. Maybe I'll leave that one untouched. But for now, that's me signing off. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.